amazing event for all of us at Women's Clinic to see so many faces out there, so many kids running around, old and young. We certainly appreciate you sharing your time with us today for our holiday party celebrating the 20 years since our first delivery. We look at this as quite a celebration of life, and it's quite evident from the little things and some of the big things that are running around out there. We go from 3 weeks of age up through almost 21. In the back here we have baby number 2 and baby number 4 and 5 as our oldest today. We'll have them stand up so everyone can see the other two. And where's our 3-week-old? Where's our 3-week-old baby? There. And let's have the baby mommy stand up. There we go. 3 weeks out of the hospital. I want to thank you all for trusting us at Women's Clinic with your care and allowing us to partake in such intimate parts of your lives. I can tell from your cards and your sentiments today about how much happiness you have all obtained from being part of this process. We also share that exact same excitement and joy, and we're very proud to see the fruits of all the labors that we've put forth among you out there. We've had about 275 couples conceive with us since we started our program in 1986, and that equates out to about 350 babies. We have 4 sets of quads. I believe is the correct number. There are 3 sets of quads here today. We have about 9 sets of triplets, and there are a bunch of triplets, and about 60 sets of twins. I think today we have around 100 or so babies, children of our program here today, celebrating with us. So it's been really quite spectacular as a long event and as an event today. I wanted to introduce my 2 partners in crime here in this process. Dr. Fennell, Steve's been with us since the IVF program started, and Dr. Minassian, Shahab joined us about 1.5 years ago after about 20 years of infertility practice in Philadelphia. So I welcome him to our program and thank him and Dr. Fennell for all the work that they've contributed to keep us running. Our team, I'm sure most of you know just about everyone in the team, but just to give them their appropriate moment of glory with us. Some of them are in the back there. I can see Deb and Robin, our infertility nurses, and Mindy, Debbie, and Nancy, our GYN nurses, as part of our team. Michelle holding one of the little babies. Michelle, our embryologist, can probably name almost every baby in here. Delphine, our ultrasonographer, and Janice and Michelle. Babs, one of our 3 laboratory people with with Cindy and Johanna. Overseeing our laboratory, probably you've never seen Dr. Schlaff. He was supposed to be here. I haven't seen him today, so he couldn't quite make it today. And we have a lot of administrative people, including Pam and Kim. Kim is here today, who are behind-the-scenes people. I want to also thank the Reading Hospital for helping us throw this today and for their support of this great celebration. So thank you for them, or to them. Just 2 or 3 sentences on the history of our program, just so that those who are relatively young to the program can understand how far back this goes. We started with a concept in 1984 at Women's Clinic to proceed with in vitro. The first IVF baby was in 1979 in England, and then in the U.S. in 1981. And we presented the concept of doing this to our board at Women's Clinic in February of '84. At that point, we were one of the very first private practices to think about doing IVF, and we got a go-ahead from our practice group to do this. It took us about 2.5 years to get ready, and our first patient got started in September of 1986, and we had our first pregnancy in April of '87, and our first baby delivered in January of '88. And we've gone on since then. As I said, we're about 275 couples since that time. When we started, we anticipated a pregnancy rate of about 15 to 20% per try, and we ended up in 2008 with a pregnancy rate of 61%, which is amazingly great to us, knowing that the national average is about 40%. So we've continued to do extremely well. We've had a lot of changes occur over the years with new procedures, and I won't bore you with all of those, except to say that we did hold to our non-embryo freezing through all these years until just recently. Dr. Minassian, with Dr. Fennell's help, are running an embryo freezing program now for about 6 months. I'm not involved with that, but they are, and they're hoping that that's going to expand the options to our patients. And in January, we start a program I've been dying to have for many years, and that's egg freezing, where we'll be, rather than throwing away leftover eggs, we'll be freezing those eggs for future use. So I'll have Dr. Minassian say a few words about those two things. So things have continued to progress and progress well. It's patients like yourselves who have allowed us to continue with our program. We started with a base of about 20 people who said they were willing to do this with us back in '84 if we got started. And of those 20, 15 did go ahead with us, and 10 of them ended up having babies through the program, and way back in 1987, '88. So without taking any more time and taking you away from the activities, I'll let Dr. Minassian say a few words about some of the new techniques that he'll be doing with Dr. Fennell with the embryo freezing. And again, thank you so much for all being here, and thank you for all your warm comments, and it's just very heartfelt gratitude that I was able to be involved in all of this. Someone asked me, am I in it for another 20 years? And I don't think so. I'll let these young guys take the reins over at some point, and hopefully our program will continue for another 20 years and beyond. Who knows what the future will bring. But thanks again, and Happy New Year to all of you, and it's such a joy to see you all. Thank you. John?